Greetings, it's Joe from Detroit. Welcome to my channel. Today, Mike Ellis is proving he is a financial expert again. Let's just give him a listen and we'll get to the point.
I wanted to come on today and talk about a topic that most people don't really realize it's relevant to the business we're going to have with Mr. Muffar in Phase 2. And that topic is financial transactions.
Financial transactions? What, how Ash is going to get another $97 from each founder?
And most people, when they hear that, they're going, well, what does that have to do with me? It's what we do. It's what our business does. As we come in, we make sales, there are financial transactions. As we make sales, Mr. Muffar pays us, it's a financial transaction.
If we wanted to start a drinking game, take a shot every time he says financial transactions. But fair warning, I don't drink anymore, and I'd have to get back into training to do this one.
And today, when we look at financial transactions,
Gulp.
Very, very expensive. A good example, I did a financial transaction 10 days, 2 weeks ago, peer-to-peer, bank-to-bank. And as we did that financial transaction, obviously there was a fee involved, but the banks kept that money for 4 days. It took 4 days for that money to clear.
My wife used to be in banking. They weren't just holding the money. They have to make sure everything clears. And depending on where your banks are located, 4 days is not an outrageous thing.
For the individual so they could use the money. That's a really, really big deal. Not being able to use money that should be yours immediately. But the bank used that money to make money for 4 days. It's what they do. It's how they're geared. Everything is geared to benefit them, not us. When we start to think about financial transactions, everything is changing today. Everything is getting quicker. The cost of financial transactions are coming down, and the speed of financial transactions are increasing exponentially. There are places around the world right now that are using a new system for their financial transactions. The transactions happen in seconds, not days, but seconds. This is such a big deal, especially when you're talking about large transactions, country to country.
How large are we talking about here, Michael?
Maybe $2, $3, $4 billion. And that transaction is going between this country and this country in seconds. It's the same thing with business, and not all businesses are using this system yet. I believe over time, because it is being implemented right now, and the banks are having to come into compliancy. It's called OSI 20022 compliancy.
Okay, that's enough. I don't want anyone to get drunk watching them. First, it is not OSI, it is ISO, International Standards Organization. And 222, let's see what it is. An international standard for financial messaging designed to enhance the efficiency and security of global payments. It provides a standardized format for exchanging payment instructions and other financial data between financial institutions, market infrastructures, and customers. The new standard aims to reduce manual intervention, improve compliance, and enhance resilience in the financial system. I do not know what passive would have to do with that. It has nothing to do with it. All it is getting everyone on the same page and how to handle things. And that's probably why it's taking so long to implement, because you got multiple countries, multiple companies, a lot of financial institutions who have to try to get on the same playbook. And idiot like me knows about ISO. I will show you, because I've worked multiple companies that have this for International ISO 9001. It's basically when you make a product, you can track it back to its source if there was a problem. For an example, a few years ago, my shift at the dashboard place sent out a bad part and nobody caught it. Made it all the way to the customer in Miami, and needless to say, someone who spent $50,000 on a Jeep Grand Cherokee probably wasn't happy about it. But they were able to find it back to I think it was made at like 6 something in the morning. Final inspection was at 7:30, and we knew each person whose hand it was, including mine, but I wasn't responsible for inspecting for foam voids, but I have caught them in the past, and this one just went by everyone. But this standard is the one that lets you find out what happened and where it happened so it can get taken care of. And it's standardized throughout the manufacturing process. Heck, even Enagic's water curing system is ISO certified, their manufacturing processes. So, well, Mike's tested my sobriety enough for today. Everyone have a good day and take care. Bye.